Let's kick off with a not-so-simple unboxing of the Vivo X200 Pro. Yeah, I know many friends got it with a hefty discount. Let the comments roll and we'll see whose deal is unbeatable. As for me, I ordered directly from JD with a bonus, headphones and a power bank, which aren't that valuable. What's more practical is the shipping rebate, a 150 yuan voucher, which means savings of 300 to 400 yuan in total. As for the phone, I chose the sapphire blue. This color, I fancied it the moment it was announced. It feels profound, yet tactile. Unquestionably a stunner, but only under light does it reveal the silky patterns beneath the glass. Quite a booster. But indoors, most of the time it looks like this. Can't you see? Is it grey-black or just a clear phone case? Some folks think the camera is too ugly. As a YouTuber spotlighting tech, I actually like this highlighted camera ring. The thing I cannot stand though is like the X100 Ultra, a flagship that sports a fake camera lens. I get it's for symmetry, but inscribing 200 millimeter feels really tacky. Every time I see it, I rant, and about the camera bump, it's similar to how Xiaomi 14 Ultra handles it. I haven't noticed any gaps, but the dust that gathers is inevitable and hard to clean, so I'd suggest rinsing it with water. How big is the camera module? Pardon me, compared to Find X7 Ultra, the X200 Pro's module covers as much space as the X100 Ultra. Makes you wonder what's left for X200 Ultra to do, doesn't it? The module looks thick, but I measured. Both with and without the module, the total thickness of the phone, and just the body thickness. The Find X7 Ultra is slightly thicker than the X200 Pro. Visually though, the straight-edge side frame and the three-tiered bump, that's front and back, show a visual regression from the Find X7 Ultra to the X200 Pro in hand. You can't beat the weight, and with a central frame you can't emulate a curved edge feel. The bump is double layered, with the module lower down, aggravating the discomfort when held, and the index finger finds no rest, also fearing smudging the lens. The only consolation could be the front 4-curved screen. The rounded corners do look a bit more comforting, but as for the screen quality, I got one from BOE. Before upgrading the system, you can check like this. Was BOE any good last year? It seems this year the first prize goes to those who get the Visionox screens. By eye, the color and brightness seem even enough, but it always seems a bit red on the first flash. And actually, viewing angles aren't really an issue. A minor color shift at sharp angles is perceptible and the hue shifts subtly towards red. Moreover, in the quiet of night as I engage with my phone, I discern a discrepancy. When the brightness is low and I view light-colored pages, the white backdrop appears faintly sullied by a reddish hue. It's just not smooth. Then I found a black background image with a gradient and cranked up the brightness. Look, the X200 Pro is obviously smudgy. In recent years, the screen quality of the blue company seems to not match up to that of the black company. And when it comes to brightness, the manual maximum brightness falls short of the Find X Ultra. The brightness stimulated by sunlight is comparable, with no marked contrast in video watching. Yet viewing Dolby Vision HDR videos on the X200 Pro gives superior brightness, markedly boosting the experience. The screen of the X200 Pro is a step up from its precursor, but I wonder if Vecino might outshine it. Let's tackle the prime controversy of the X200 Pro in photography, lens flare. Due to the lack of sunshine, I used a studio light and yes, the issue is quite pronounced. Here, when the device is tilted at around 50 degrees to the light source, a crescent-shaped flare materializes. Don't say this is normal. Why aren't other brands' phones affected? And this arc seems to match the shape of the bright lens ring. This can't be fixed with an OTA update, affecting both photography and video. Indeed, anti-glare is expected to be Vivo's strong suit. This situation is quite tangled. Talking briefly of photography again, minus the 1-inch primary sensor, the depth of field at 1x zoom isn't as blurred as the Find X, with the difference being negligible considering the aperture size. Yet, zooming in reveals a yellowish tinge on leaf edges. It's like this in several photos I took. As to whether it's a software issue or a hardware one, I'll need to verify this later. As for white balance between multiple cameras, the X200 Pro performs better than the Find X7 Ultra, which has a persistent green color bias. The main point, however, is to look at the telephoto lens, since their focal lengths are different. I used a few default focal lengths provided and further expanded upon them. These pictures, with a tilt towards a slightly cheaper red tone, look more pronounced when viewed on the phone screen. For everything else, I'll share with you in the upcoming experience video. As for the lens flare issue, how the official response will handle it, and whether it will be improved in later production batches, we just have to wait and see, because I haven't used the phone for long. Just these 2 days, I can't say much about the experience with the system, but what I do feel is that it's buttery smooth to operate. Especially when frequently logging into various app accounts while switching phones, the responsiveness and loading speed are really fast. A few complaints though. The clock icon on the home screen has a non-coherent exit animation that's buggy, and for a phone that costs $6,000, is it really appropriate to use such a flawed motor? The vibration is like a continuous knock with a soft vibrational feel. They're just bragging about the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, and apparently no need for a custom high refresh rate means Vivo believes that since they provide 120 Hz globally, why adjust? As for the Atomic Island design, it seems like a half-baked project. when you download apps, even though you can copy links to the island and record screens there, it remains just a basic floating window, and they don't integrate map navigation or food delivery onto the island. So what's up with this island? Do we have to pay protection money for it? Initially, I planned to use the X200 Pro as my main device, hoping for a change of pace and reputation. But now, I'm somewhat disappointed and need to reconsider whether to keep it as my primary phone, especially with the upcoming Xiaomi 15 and its big reveal at the end of the month. Let's just let the bullets fly for a bit longer to see if they can address the issue with glare. With so many new devices coming out, you can follow me for updates. I'll make sure to do comparisons for you all.